couldn't get the light to work really well in the camper, so I'm gonna go outside. It's actually too nice not to be out here. All right. You know what, y'all? I don't know. Maybe with the lighting issue. Let's see if I can get. Maybe I can resolve that. I'm gonna play around a little bit. Y'all just bear with me here for a minute. Let's try something. Try something a little different here. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. We'll get it right here in a minute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's gonna be just right. Oh yeah. I like that. Actually, you know what? No, it ain't. Because the sun is actually, I might better stick behind the sun. Let's see how that's gonna be. That looks good. Put the sun kind of behind me. Yeah, well, it's not in my eyes, but also it's not glaring on y'all. So, all right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I am so sorry about the double reschedule today. The second time was my fault. I didn't look at the schedule before I committed to help my mom with something, and I shouldn't have committed to help her with it at the time that I committed to help her with it. So that's the reason for the second reschedule today. But here I am, y'all. So we're gonna get right into it. I want to welcome everybody to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional. And we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work to help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily, most days anyway, at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. It's 7 days a week. When I mean daily, it's 7 days a week, y'all. Because self-care is important. I need to do my self-care 7 days a week. And so if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future video updates and podcast episodes. Looks like we got a comment here. Crudy, I'm doing good this afternoon. Hope you are too. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful fall colors here in the background. The crepe myrtles. I believe that's what they are anyway. Some of my grandmother's trees here in the background behind me. I'm just going to readjust. I need to do a little bit of things here on my tripod. I got a little tripod here. I think that's good. I think that looks good. So we're just going to roll with it. So go ahead and come to a stopping point in whatever you have going on this afternoon, and find somewhere safe where you can get comfortable for the next few minutes to do a little bit of self-care with the breathing exercise relaxation process to help ground us. By grounding, I mean getting present in our current reality, where we're at right now, instead of in the future or in the past, stuck in our heads. Can be grounded here down to earth, right, instead of not off in the clouds going somewhere. Thanks a lot, Crudy. Yeah, I think it looks really good as well, so that's why part of the reason I chose to come outside today. Good deal, Crudy. I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe I can start doing some location changes from time to time. I think that'd be kind of cool. I do come out here from time to time. Sometimes I do it in the vehicle. So, but yeah, thanks for that idea. Maybe I can do it at the lake someday too, because heck, I live right down the street from the lake. Ain't no excuses, right? 5 minutes up the street. Go to the lake, put a chair out on the sand or something, or just sit out there on a park bench somewhere. Just do it at one of those places. The only issue with that is people will walk by, maybe kind of wonder what's going on, which is cool. If I could tell them to check out my YouTube channel, right? So, just don't want to have a whole lot of disruptions. So, so go ahead and get rock and rolling here. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take some slow, deep breath, breathing in your nose and out your mouth. And we're just going to use nature today, because I'm out here in nature. I hear some birds in the background here. Hear my air conditioning on the camper. I actually got a little warm in there. I forgot to turn my heater off earlier, so I got home and it was hot. So I had to turn the AC on to get it back down to a decent temperature. Yeah, it was freaking 80 degrees in there, so I'm not gonna do that. The wind's also blowing a little bit, so it's really, really nice right now. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. The sun definitely, it can definitely mess up the view there, it looks like. So I want to make sure I try to keep it behind my head as much as possible. So just let everything go from the past, y'all. Any regrets you have about the past, you can't change the past, so what's the point in hanging on to it, right? So just go ahead and do that. If you need to shake it out, shake out a little bit, shake out all that, get all that energy, get all that crap out of you, get off your shoulders, whatever, right? Shake, dance, whatever you need to do to let the past go. Because sometimes it still does affect us until we realize it, until we wake up to that and have the awareness of it affecting us, right? So it's the goal. One of the goals of this podcast is to continue waking up to present reality and not being stuck in our monkey mind, worried about the future, thinking about the future all the time, or thinking about the past. And we can live in the present moment. Continue breathing. In the nose, out the mouth. And just put your intention, your intention really. My intention for the podcast today is to really just to be more present and to live a better life, right? It's always my intention, but you can set whatever intention you want to set. So take a minute, go ahead and set an intention for today's podcast and relaxation session here. But in doing so, I want you to put your attention on nature, the sounds of nature. What's going on right now around me? The birds chirping, winds kind of on and off, blowing a little bit here. But it's nice, right? Really beautiful out. It's going to be in like 70 degrees the next few days in the daytime, so thankful for that. We didn't do our gratitude, but we'll do our gratitude when we get into after we finish this. We'll do gratitude next. I usually like to do it first, but I forgot to do it first today. Also, y'all notice I haven't used my wireless mic in a while. I had to buy an adapter for it, so I'll be using it again sometime soon once my adapter gets here. Don't fit in my cell phone with the new case and the new cell phone that I have. It won't plug in unless I remove the cell phone case. So I bought like a little extension. can also loosen your jaw up, relax your jaw a little bit. Sometimes your jaw gets tense, especially mine. I grip my teeth sometimes, and I got TMJ from time to time. I'll grind my teeth at night, and I think that's from probably a lot of my past childhood stuff that still goes on. So I wear this mouth guard at night while I'm sleeping at night. Keep from ruining my teeth. Okay, continue breathing in the nose, out the mouth. About to do the Serenity prayer, y'all. Those of y'all just coming on, appreciate you joining us today. We're going to do the short version of the Serenity prayer today. But let's go ahead and finish it up, finish our relaxation process up here. Sorry about the sun. Y'all, it's really trying to keep it behind me, don't mess up the lighting, but kind of peeks around every now and then. So one more deep breath. Take it in deep as you can, breathing in your nose. And then on exhale, blow it out audibly, releasing any other tension that you might be holding on to in the body. And inhale. And exhale, let it all go. And prayer. Short version of the Serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay. So November the 4th is our reading today. Let's see here. It says, I've been struggling very hard to heal from the frightening effects of growing up in an addict home. I often felt scared during my early years. Things got broken, adults fell down from drinking or drugging too much, and the dogs sit in a corner and shook. To cope, I didn't move and kept quiet. I shut down. I didn't get involved. I didn't really live. Now that I'm an adult, I want to get better and live a full, happy life. After all, I deserve it. Al-Anon provides me with a multitude of ways to become the person that I want to be. For me right now, the most encompassing tools include the slogan, live and let live, especially the first part, concept 4, which teaches me that participation is the key to harmony and performing acts of Al-Anon service, no matter how small. I'm coming to realize that my longed for healing takes place in the living. I don't get well first and then start to mend. To become a whole person, I need to live now, take part, and become involved with others. Sometimes I can do this just a little at a time. Until I can do more, I'm nurturing a willingness in me to become more open-minded to my life and the people in it. Healing is a process that will continue for the rest of my life. I know how unhealthy I've been, yet I also know that my recovery has begun. My participation in everyday, ordinary life is a small but firm step away from the pain of isolation and towards a life of loving involvement. Thought for the day, life is for living. Today I will involve myself in the joy of living. Participation also responds to our spiritual needs. All of us deeply desire to belong. And that's from the book Al-Anon Alateen Service Manual, page 159. It's interesting. Today's reading speaks really a lot to me in my childhood. And yeah, frightening. I lived in a lot of fear for about 2 or 3 years, probably about 3 years. I had an alcoholic stepdad at the time. I was also being sexually abused and manipulated by an older student, classmate, Christian school. I mentioned that. Most of you already know that. For those of y'all that don't, you do now. So I felt like I had to walk on eggshells a lot. So I think that's where some of my people-pleasing tendencies come from, perfectionistic tendencies that I have. And sometimes that can be good when you're working on like a project and you want it to be just right, but other times it can be bad when you're expecting everything to be just perfect. Everything in life just has to be perfect. Or I'm not going to take any action, or I'm not going to go talk to this person or meet this person or do this business or do that business. But for me, yeah, live my life and let others live theirs is a really, really powerful slogan that we have. It means I can mind my own business, focus on myself and what I'm doing in my life versus what someone else is doing. Right? They have their life. They have to live their life. And yeah, they're going to get consequences of their life just like I'm going to get consequences of living my life. But I've also known and realized in the last, I don't know, probably a year or two, a couple of years I would say now, that how much my actions can and do affect other people. It's just not me, right? When I take an action, a thought, an action in the world, it can ripple out and affect those around me, those that I love, those that I care about. And sometimes it's hard to come to terms with that, right? But it is the truth. It is the facts. So yeah, that's kind of what stood out to me from today's reading. But also somebody told me the other night just to give myself more grace, like don't beat myself up. Obviously sometimes life can be hard at times. But I've learned to just really just take it as it comes better and just continue my healing work so I can continue living my purpose, which really is to love and accept other people as they are. I don't mean I have to tolerate certain types of behavior from others. Don't have to put up with certain things, but I do honor and do the best that I can to love and accept others for who they are, because that's my purpose. Everybody else, y'all have your purpose in life, but that's my purpose in life that I found about 2 or 3 years ago. And it's a daily challenge, y'all, right? Especially if somebody does something that you don't like, or you just run into people that are having a bad day. People take stuff out on other people sometimes. I've done it before too, right? It's just about becoming more consciously aware of that, so I don't have to keep repeating that same pattern in my life. So, yeah, and like I said, it's a ripple effect. So, I also believe what goes out sometimes comes back to us. So what we do to somebody else sometimes might come back to us. I call it karma. You can call it sowing and reaping. What we do typically, for better or worse, can really kind of do unto ourselves, in a way, right? If you believe the whole oneness thing, that we're all one, we're all connected to God, which I believe that. So, yeah. Don't really know about reincarnation yet. Some people believe in reincarnation. I'm like, it's possible, but I don't know if I believe it like for sure. Everything's a belief, y'all, right? Whether it's true or not, it's a belief. So we may not even ever know that, right? If reincarnation is true. If we just take the Bible and believe some of the stuff that are taught to us, even in this book here, y'all, the Al-Anon book here, Hope for Today, if we just take it at face value, I'm not really a big fan of taking stuff at face value. Again, I used to be. I was like that. People in church are like, oh, you just gotta believe it. You just gotta believe it. You know what? I want proof in a lot of things. It don't have to be everything, but for the most part, I want proof. I want to actually live it out. I want to see it being lived out in somebody else's life. For me to really be fully convinced, right, and sold some kind of a belief or thought that I'm going to take on, and it's going to really affect my life, right? So, yes, I think I'm going to, with that, y'all, I don't see any more comments on here. A couple of y'all popped on. Looks like y'all popped off, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up for today. Look forward to seeing everybody again tomorrow. And I'm sorry, y'all, about the candle. I really didn't, time-wise, really think about grabbing it. I had to come in kind of quick and get everything set to get on here. So, but yeah, it's not really like it'll. I don't think you'll even see it anyway. To be honest, y'all, I don't think I normally bring it outside, because if I set it, I guess I could set it right here. Maybe I could set it on the table right here next time or something. We'll see. But y'all take care. Go out and make it a great rest of your day. And as always, y'all, peace and love from my side. Bye for now.